All right, hey guys, welcome to tonight's team call. It is September 10th, and tonight we're going to be talking about ROI with um. So I don't have a team question in here. I forgot to put the slide in, but I just thought of a question while I was going to the bathroom. Uh, so this is super important to me. Do you have your toilet paper set in the wall with the folding over, or do you pull from underneath it? I am totally an over person, and I think anyone that pulls from underneath is crazy, but that's just me. So we're just gonna go down and see who does over or under. Erin, you're up underneath.
Oh man, it's definitely over. You
Right?
be double incarnate if you're doing under.
Yeah. What about you, Megan?
It's however I put it on.
Okay, so you don't really care.
No.
What about you, Jo Marie?
It's over. After seeing a post on Facebook, if you got it under, whatever creature is there is gonna go. So it's since that, I always put it over.
That's so
traumatizing.
What about you, Jen?
So my husband and I actually had this discussion yesterday. I'm kind of like Megan, and I don't really care. I'm just as long as it's there. But he was we do not put it under in this household.
That's amazing.
It was just funny.
What about you, Rochelle?
I'd say over for sure.
All right, cool. I'm glad we're all on the same page. This is why we're all on the same team, right? All right. So, and if you guys went to Summit with me this year, I asked this question in front of, it wasn't the same question. It was, we were all at a team brunch, my upline and then her upline. It was probably 20, 25 of us. And my question to everyone, everyone was kind of introducing themselves. And you had to answer this question at the end of your little introduction. And is it if you roll or fold or bunch your toilet paper before you wipe? I made everyone answer that question, and it was really funny because everyone was super uncomfortable, and I was like, this is great.
No, when you're I thought of the question in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, I have no filter, and I'm I love making people feel uncomfortable.
That day was funny, though.
Yeah. Everyone was oh. And you would think, me being super OCD, that I would fold everything neatly into an origami swan before I wipe, but I'm totally all right, so I'm gonna get started because this one's gonna take not a lot of time, but just a little bit, just because we have to write stuff down. But I wanted to go through a few things. This is Everyone at Success Club. It's the beginning of the month. I know I literally have, my goal is to hit Success Club tomorrow because I've just been slacking so hard on responding to people. I have a list of people that are interested, and I just haven't gotten back to them because I haven't had my phone on me all weekend. But Jenny's at 4 and Courtney's at 2, which is super awesome. Courtney actually got her first client in the flash sale. So that was really exciting that worked for her. And I'm happy we did it because that was our first time doing a flash sale, and it was kind of rushed, but we had over 100 people in it, which was freaking awesome. So I'm super proud of our team. Okay, announcements, and I went through these last week, but I'm going to go through them again just because repetition helps me learn. So the book club starts today. If you haven't added yourself, I posted in the team page the link to it. So we're going to be reading The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. The book looks like this, and I posted a link to it for Amazon in the group itself. So if you want to join us, you can buy the book. If you have Amazon Prime, it'll get to you in 2 days and you can catch up. But in there is a reading schedule. It's pretty much read a chapter a day besides the weekends. And then there's also a little Microsoft Word document of your takeaways, because I like to have, it's kind of nice because every time we do these book clubs, I type up all my takeaways for every single chapter. So when I want to go back and reference a book, I can go and just look at my notes and it's right there. So I find these really helpful, and just the fact that I'm actually writing down notes while I'm reading helps as well in the future, and just helps everything sink in. And as you guys know, our upcoming challenge group starts on next Monday, the 17th. So definitely be inviting and following up about that, because you want to make sure you get people in there on the 17th, but you want to make sure you kind of want to get people started before then because it usually takes Shakeology like 5 or 6 days to ship. So you want to make sure that they have it before the group actually starts. And then also, PSL Vegan Shakeology launch next Monday, which I know we are all super, super excited about. So if you haven't been talking about it, talk it up on your Instagram stories, on your Instagram itself. If you're super into PSLs, like, just hype it up as much as you possibly can because it's a huge launch and it's a first come, first serve basis. And the coaching sneak peek was actually moved to, I have to fix the team calendar, but Alexis moved it to the 25th through the 27th of this month. So this is just a really fun group where we all just talk about coaching, and we just revamped it, and it's like so we put a lot of hard work into it. So it's really important to get people in there that are interested in coaching and want to learn more. We literally do the work for you in this group. Also, team calls are every Monday night. You guys know that. Team confidence calls are every Tuesday at 8:45 at p.m. Eastern time. And mastermind calls, guys, try to hop on these. Like Megan and Joe Marie and I were on last week's, and it was so much fun, and we came up with so many great ideas. I literally have 2 pages of notes of like stuff I'm going to implement sometimes this week and next week. But it's such a great way for us to like get to know each other better and just like bounce ideas off each other. And I'm super pumped for everything we came up with last week, and would love for you guys to hop on next week. And it's really cool because at the end we all make a commitment. Oh my God, I totally forgot my commitment. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna make up for it. We all make a commitment to finish within the week. Oh, I still have 4 days. I have plenty of time. We all make a commitment like at the end of the mastermind call. That's something we want to work on, and then at the next time we check in, and we all write them down, so then at the next time we check in, like we can say like, how did you do on your commitment? And it's just like another way to hold us like extra accountable for something that we struggle with. For me, mine was to go live 3 times within the week so I definitely have time to do that before Thursday. I'm more active on or social media, I feel like during the week anyway than on the weekends. And then this is the final month to get $10 off on the VIP access to Lift 4. And I'm pretty sure Meste Mas as well. The Pumpkin Spice Vegan Shakeology launches September 17th in the US and October 11th in Canada. And then the 2B Mindset certification course, you can register now and save up to $100. So the 2B Mindset is a nutrition program, and if you wanted to become like certified in it, you can get a special certification, and it just makes you more knowledgeable about the program, and you can better help people with their nutrition. And there's also a Team Beachbody apparel sale. You get 25% off all full price items. And don't forget, we also get a 25% off discount because we are coaches. And then you can register for Summit 2019. The tickets are still discounted. I'm sure the price went up since they first went on sale. But if you want to come to Summit, which I really highly recommend if you want to work this business, because it's just so amazing. We get to hang out with the team and go to all these amazing events, meet the trainers, work out live with freaking Sean T, who's like my main squeeze. And it's just a really great thing to go to, and it just like hypes you up about the business. And just, I mean, my favorite part is just hanging out with the team personally. Okay, so now we're going to get into why we're doing kind of what we're doing and figuring out our why. I'm just going to really quick
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I forgot to mute everyone. Y'all are being so quiet. I forgot you weren't muted.
It was focus.
I'm like a friggin' dog, whatever, the squirrel. Like I can't focus. Alrighty. And if you guys, of course, as always, if you want to say something, just unmute yourself, and I'd be happy to answer any questions or just chat. So we're going to be talking about our why tonight and kind of just digging a little deeper and figuring out why we're doing what we're doing, because a lot of people get into this business and like, at first it's kind of, oh, like I want to do this because I want to get myself into better shape, or oh, I want to do this because I want to earn a little extra money, or oh, I want to do this because I think it'll inspire my friends and family to get into better shape. Whatever the reason is, it's super important to dig deep and like make sure it really, really resonates with you. Like for me, I struggled a long time. Like I started this business in grad school and I didn't really have a why. Like my why was very wishy-washy. It was like, oh yeah, like it's cool. Like I have another job, and it's like, I like it because I get to just like keep myself healthy. But now as I've evolved and grown with this business, my why is so much different and so much bigger and means so much more to me. And it's really important to find that, because during those hard times, like guys, this business like has ups and downs. if you've been in it for a while. And during those times when you're down, like it's so important to kind of remember your why and why you're here, because it'll push you through those hard times and really help you like stick with it and just be successful overall. So in this, it says why and work. So we're going to say, even if you do something else, I know most of you or all of you have different jobs than Beachbody, but in this practice or little exercise, we're going to kind of talk about it as if like Beachbody was our full-time job. So I want you guys all to just kind of look at these questions, and we're going to kind of go through them. And if you want to share, you're more than welcome to, but if you don't, you totally don't have to. But I wanted to go through these as well because I need a little refresher on what my why is. So we're just going to be going through this. So what do you do for work? Beachbody coach. Why do you do it? Don't overthink it. Just write what comes to mind. Okay. How is what you're doing make you a better person? It's so funny because like PD is one of the vital behaviors, and that just makes me a better person every single day. But besides, well, I'm writing PD, but also there's other stuff too. And then, how is what you're doing make the world a better place? And 5, why do people buy from you? So this is like, dig deep on this one. I know it sounds kind of simple, but like, why do people buy that challenge pack or whatever it is? Is it because, like, I'm sure it's a lot more than they just want to lose weight. Like, why do they want to lose weight? Why do they want to gain muscle? Why do they want to do what they're doing? So like really think about, and it can even be like why you do what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like think about why you started and why you do the programs and drink Shakeology. For me, just to share from experience, like Shakeology has changed my life because I struggle with IBS, and I used to literally be so uncomfortable every day of my life and be miserable, and like I wouldn't go to social outings because I was afraid I was going to be gassy, and like it was just like my life revolves around my stomach and its issues. And like now Shakeology has changed my life. Like I get to do what I want to do. I'm a happier person. Like I no longer have to worry about being, well, sometimes I'm still super gassy, but not nearly as much as I used to be. And it's just like changed my life because I am not controlled by my stomach anymore. I control it. Alrighty, so understanding your beliefs. So this is kind of just digging into like who you are as a person, which I thought was really cool because like when you think about your why with Beachbody, like you usually think about like how this business is going to change your life, but you never really think about like your beliefs and how they play into it. So the first question is what topics do you find yourself continuously arguing or defending with others? What beliefs does your stance represent? Okay. What makes you most angry about the state of the world? What are you most afraid of for the next generation, whether you have kids or not? what makes you happiest in your life and what excites you? And what is your belief of how the world should be? Now, step 3 is connecting your beliefs to your work. So given your answers above, what 3 beliefs are you most passionate about? Does your current work embody those beliefs? Yes or no? If yes, describe how your work allows you to live your why. And if no, how can you connect your beliefs to your current work? Excuse me. You yelling at me? Why? Why? Excuse me. Why are you yelling? And then 3, if your current work makes it impossible to live your why, then list 3 to 5 possible dream jobs or businesses that would firmly embody your core beliefs. And step 4 is take action. As with everything in life, you now have a choice to make. Find a way to live your why in your current work, or find a new work that starts with your why. So this exercise touches on it's more of like a I don't know how to explain it. It's more of a technical exercise. Like it doesn't really get super deep. And it does get deep. Like you have to really think about it. But guys, I don't know if you can see this. You can't. The light does it. I have jellyfish stings all over my body, and I'm so itchy. But anyway, so does anyone want to share kind of like, and you don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm going to stop sharing. Oops. Oh my gosh, my cat's going nuts. So, excuse me, can you chill? Does anybody want to share like why they're doing, like why they decided to become a coach? Like I'll share first, but if anybody else wants to share, I'd love to hear kind of like why you decided to take this leap of faith. I honestly first, holy crap, you need to chill. She's gonna like kill me, hold on. So I first started coaching when I was in grad school, and I honestly did it because I was already doing the workout programs. Like I literally don't tell anyone this, but I torrented them all. I didn't know like Beachbody was a thing, and I was like a broke grad student, and I was like, all right, like my fiance gave me Insanity, and I was like, I want to keep going. And then my brother's like, you should torrent it, and I was like, what the heck is a torrent? And then he taught me how to do it, and I like did like 15 Beachbody programs, and I didn't even know coaching was a thing. And then once I did, I was like, whoa, like I'm in grad school, this is a great way to make some extra cash, and like I'm already doing the workout programs, and like I know they work, so I'd love to help like kind of pay it forward. So that's why I got started in the beginning. It was honestly just to make a little bit extra cash and just continue with my own journey and like help others in the process. But as I like got more into this business, it became just so much more than that. Like this business, I like look at myself then and I look at myself now, and just through personal development alone, like I have become a completely different person, like handle my life completely differently. The decisions I make, like how I think, and like that would have never been possible without Beachbody. And like just this business itself like helps me be a better person like every day, and I love helping you guys like succeed. Like that's what just like I don't know, like lights a fire under my butt. It's just like helping you guys succeed, whether it be in business or just in like your own health and wellness journey. Because like I want other people to kind of learn from my mistakes in the past, whether it come like especially with mindset. Like I'm totally just an overworker, and got to a point where I was just burning the candle on both ends and became anxious and depressed, and like never wanted that to happen ever again. And like I learned from my mistakes, and I like love helping others through that, whether it be in person or online, and just like feeling good about themselves. But like my why right now is like Brian and I are getting married in 2 months. I can't even begin to go through that, but Brian and I are getting married in 2 months, and like we're going to want kids eventually, and well probably pretty soon after, and I don't want someone else raising my children for me. And I also want to have a super healthy pregnancy as well. So, and like I want multiple kids. So it's like I'm keeping myself healthy because, and like through this business, and it's going to provide me the means to like stay home with my children and like provide a healthy environment for them to grow up. And like I don't have to send my kids to like a daycare, and like because I don't, and like some people are totally fine with daycares, but like for me personally, like I want to raise my kids, and I just like that's what Beachbody is providing for me, and it's like helping me just become like I feel like it's because I become like a good role model for a family, and like that's what really, and like also like that's like my selfish part of it, but like I said, like the community aspect is so important to me, and like I'm a social butterfly and like love having people around me, and like the fact that I can always have like a team to come to and just like hang out with and just like not even talk about Beachbody stuff, just like be friends is just so important, especially when I first moved down here and had like 0 friends. Like I had the team to plug into, and it was just really awesome, and I just like love spending time with you guys. But that's my why. Does anybody else want to share? And like that could change over time. Like once I have kids, it'll probably be different, but that right now, like that's why I'm doing this, and like why I love it so much is just because it's like completely transformed my life in so many different ways. But I'll stop rambling. Does anybody else want to share kind of like why they do this, or what they kind of are holding on to in the future that they know that this business could help them get to? Yeah, sure, Christina, go for it.
So I'm still kind of like developing my why, but I guess like I first started Beachbody because I was just like in a rut and I was like out of college and like just trying to figure out like what am I supposed to like do with my life and that kind of stuff. And so like Jamie, she obviously does like the coaching and stuff like that. So like I commented on a story of hers and so she reached out to me and I was like the person who is like, I don't know. I'm going to ask like 1,000 questions just because that's the way I'm like, I want to like get every single answer, every single question answered like before I do it. So I was like really hesitant at first to, oh my God, thank you.
Your arms look great.
Hesitant at first to start it. And I've always like been the kind of person who's like, no one wants to know what I have to say. Like, I'm just going to be quiet and just like keep to myself. But like, I think like through this like whole process and just kind of like developing to the person I am, like, I love that coaching has been like a creative outlet for myself and just be able to like share myself to the world and like not hold back. And like, definitely the beginning, I was a lot shyer at first. And like I said, like, no one wants to know, but like, I think that I've worked with all you guys and like Jamie and that kind of stuff that like I do have things to say and I like do have like ideas and I can relate to people based on that. Like business wise, like right now I haven't had like tons of success with it, but like I know that I'm like already making an impact and that kind of stuff. So that's exciting. And like just like you, Danielle, I don't want like people to raise my kids. I want to have like my own freedom to like be my own boss. I've always been like a pretty independent person and I don't really like being told what to do in that sense. So just like coming up with my own plan and having like a vision for myself, like that's what I'm super excited about for coaching. So, but yeah, that's kind of my story there.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Like I hate people tell me what to do. Like I literally like it like I have to be so cool and collected. I have to like tell myself, okay, like they don't mean it, like. And, but yeah, no, and like also this business gives you, at least for me, something that I like at my corporate job. I wasn't fulfilled. Like I didn't feel like what I was doing is making a difference. And like Beachbody gives me a sense of purpose and like I feel like I wake up like Christina said, like you have like a creative outlet to just like help people and like it gives you just such a sense of purpose. At least it did for me. Like instead of just doing the same old thing going to do 9 to 5, it like gave me a reason to just like want to work. Does anybody else want to share? Yeah, you can go, John Marie. You can just unmute yourselves.
Hey everyone. Okay, so basically I've been doing coaching for about a year and a month. So when I first started like Beachbody, I was already doing the workouts. I was already drinking Shakeology, and that's when Danielle hit me up. And we were just talking. She's like, you're basically doing everything what a coach is supposed to do. Because I started sharing my journey on Instagram to keep myself accountable and also basically to motivate and help others. During this road, I am so thankful for Beachbody. Yeah, I'm not to the level that I'm at right now, but I'm so grateful because it has taught me personal development, you know, because I wasn't working on personal development when I was doing the whole, you know, the workouts and the eating, the Shakeology. I wasn't doing personal development. And let me tell you, being a Beachbody coach and everything starting has helped me out so much in a way, a sense that without it and the community, I think I would go crazy. And you guys probably see me in the news or something because my job is that stressful and I hate it with a passion. But I have faith that I am going to do this full time and I'm going to be home with Emily and I'm able to do more because, you know, other than the drama at work, I've always been a person who loves to help others and help, you know, motivate and basically passing on my knowledge onto others. And this is a way that I can do so. And I can do more than just me in a corner trying to figure out things. This is basically giving you the steps and the tools that you need in order to basically share more out there, because there's a lot of things that I think we all know that we never thought of doing when we was just doing it on our own. So this is just awesome. I really am grateful for Beachbody. I'm grateful for all of you guys, because honestly, without you guys, like I said, yeah, probably would have sent me in the news. I'm just joking. I know this is recorded. Just joking. But so yeah, it has helped me out a lot growing personally, and health wise and fitness. I'm always on my game, but I really do have a big aspect. Like, I really want to help single moms and low income family, to basically give them a chance and opportunity for them to grow and get out of what society has labeled us. So that is my huge main goal, and it's the reason why I don't stop. And trust me, there's a lot of ways. Even today, I felt like, why am I a coach? Am I a good enough coach? And all this kind of stuff. You're gonna have those self-doubt, but always remember, we're always here for one another, and we just gotta keep on going. Don't stop, all right? Because sooner or later, that wall, that whatever's holding or whatever's stopping you, is gonna crumble, and then you're just gonna end up running.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so true. And like, I didn't hit that point until like 2 years into my business, where I was like, all right, like, I get it, like, I can do this kind of thing. It takes time, and like you said, the fact that you struggle through it makes you so much stronger of a person, like, you just learn. But thanks so much for sharing, Jo Marie. I love listening to you, because you have such like passion. I could just like hear it in your voice. Does anybody else want to share their why, or kind of just like why they decided to coach, or what they kind of want to do in the future with it? Do you hear my cat? She's so needy. Oh my God.
So
What?
I'll share a little bit. Mine's kind of different aspect from everyone else, but that's what makes it so wonderful, right? So one of the reasons I first started coaching, because I wasn't working really at the time, so I couldn't really afford like a gym membership or anything. So I was like, oh, $99 a year, sure, why not? But I didn't ever realize that it was something that I actually needed, and I'm just kind of even realizing it today more than anything else. I struggled with an eating disorder way back in the day, and it's still just like kind of haunts me to this day still. But I truly believe in the fact that like recovery, not recovered, because every single day is going to be challenging. But like, I don't know why, but I just realized today that like I ate 3 meals. I don't remember the last time I ate 3 meals like ever. Like, that's just crazy. But at the time when I first started, I told myself, I was like, okay, if I'm going to be doing these programs, I'm going to need to be eating properly. I'm going to need to be fueling my body. And like, I've been doing that, but like, I haven't been doing that because it's just a mindset thing. Like, you all probably know what I'm talking about. So I don't know. It just kind of came like full circle for me today. And I've kind of fallen down the path of comparing myself to other people, and comparison is like the biggest thing for me to get over. And with Beachbody, like, you can compare yourself to so many people. I mean, you can compare yourself to people who've been doing this business for 10 years, and you're never going to be on the same level of them because you just started. So that's been my biggest struggle lately. But yeah, like I said today, like, I worked out, I ate my 3 meals, like that. I can't tell you how long that's happened. So maybe you're reaching out to somebody who has been struggling with something like this, and they're kind of at that point where like they're just ready to do anything and they don't know which way to go. And you can offer them this like platter, like, hey, this is what's going on. We have people who struggle with this too. Like, you're not alone. So I know that's not really like my why, but kind of is. But I just wanted to share that in case y'all are talking to people who are struggling with that, or even you're struggling with it yourself too. Like, don't be afraid to offer it, because it can really be a lifeline to people who don't even know that they need it. So that's all I got.
Yeah, no, thanks for sharing, Jen. I totally agree with you. Like, I feel like this just Beachbody in general, like the programs and like everything in the support system is what people like need, even though they might not realize they need it, like to be successful with their own journey, whether it be recovering from an eating disorder or, you know, losing whatever weight, you know, I just, it's so much more than just the workouts in the program. It's like literally being accountable and just like changing your life for the better. So awesome job eating 3 meals today. Super proud of you. Does anybody else want to share? Totally don't have to if you don't want to. Just want to give you the opportunity to if you want to.
Okay, so I originally started back in April, basically because I do not like my job. Like I come home, I was at a point where I used all my sick days by April, like 8 sick days. Like I just could not get out of bed. Like I was a wreck. I was like at the all-time low I've like ever been at. And I kept seeing Danielle posting about, oh, she gets to work from home, like showing what Beachbody was all about. And I was like, oh my goodness, something just clicked in me. And I was like, this is your calling, girl, like get on this. So I signed up, and now it's become more than just like, oh, let's work from home, like let's make an income. It's more of I have to show up every day. I have to do my workout. It's been more of an accountability thing, but it also like lights that fire in you. Like you're like, I want to help people see the light. So that's kind of what it's all come down to for me so far.
That's awesome. I didn't realize you were so unhappy at your job. I mean,
oh yeah,
I've been there. That was one of my like, I'm sure some of you were with me when I went through that, like literally came home crying every single day. Like
yeah. And like I still have days like that. Like I think it was either this Monday or last Tuesday. And I was in the office for 15 minutes and I was already crying because I was so beyond stressed out. And like I text Curtis, like my boyfriend, I'm like, oh my God, I'm coming home and I'm going Beachbody crazy because I can't do this life anymore. Like, but it gives me something to hope for.
Right.
Without that, you just feel like, I just felt like there was nothing, right? I was just waking up, going to this job I hated, coming home, and it just wasn't working out. So just having Beachbody is all I need. Even if I'm not necessarily getting anywhere in the business, just trying and having that hope is what's essentially saved me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it gives you something to work towards and you don't feel stuck, you know? That's awesome. I'm sure a lot of us can totally relate to you on that one. Does anybody else thank you for sharing, Megan. I really appreciate it. Does anybody else want to share?
I'll go.
Awesome.
I'm like super shy about like talking in front of people and everything, but if I start rambling, just stop.
Free zone, girl.
I think I started I started teaching Pilates and started being a coach, started being a personal trainer, basically just because I wanted to help people. But I was talking to my boss at 24 Hour Fitness today. I just started being a personal trainer. He was kind of like doing
it.
Thank you. He was doing like a second interview, even though I already have the job, but he was just seeing what I know type of thing. And he was like, tell me your why. And I was like, whoa, is this Beachbody? Hang on. But that's what he said. And I was like, I don't know. I like to help people. He's like, dig deeper though. Why? And then he kind of like started asking me all these different questions and stuff. And, you know, I put my input on whatever he had to say. And he'd be like, so what you're telling me actually is that you don't just want to help people. You actually want to change lives. So that is definitely, I think, the main reason why I started doing, you know, teaching Pilates, doing Beachbody, being a personal trainer, all that stuff, is to change lives, to inspire other people, and mainly women. But, you know, women empowerment, no big deal. Rambling. So yeah, I think that's just the main reason. And changing lives is a huge thing. You know, just teaching a class once a week for Pilates, I was already changing lives. I had this woman message me and was like, you know, I was going through a divorce. I was going through like a very dark time, but you helped me pull out of that and everything. And I'm like, whoa, this is like a legitimate thing. And I think that's kind of what sparked the fire under me. And ever since then, I've been trying to find all these different ways to help people women, men, whatever, to help them find, their own passion, a way out of the darkness into the light, that kind of stuff. And whenever Brooke came to me about Beachbody, she spoke my language, and totally, I was like, oh my God, yes, like I need to do this. And so here we are, a month in.
That's awesome.
And I've really loved it. I like the group chats on here, and being away from home. I've been in Colorado for 2 years now, and it's kind of given me a little community to be in. So I'm very grateful for you guys to be here.
Yeah, we're grateful that you're here. I'm so happy you decided to hang out with us and join Brooke. Brooke's just such a she's someone that I just like need to be more like. She is so freaking grateful for every single day. And is like the most appreciative human being.
Yes.
And like, oh, come here. Like,
I know.
I
love her so much.
Yeah, she's freaking awesome. But yeah, you're so right. It's not about, like I said, the 6-pack abs or the bulging biceps. It's not about that. It's about like what fitness or health helps you through, what struggle it's helping you through. And it's like an outlet for people, like you said, like people going through a divorce or a really rough job or whatever it is that they're struggling with. Like fitness is a good way to like take some anger out on it and like do something for yourself.
People definitely have a different look on it. Like it's not just a physical thing, it's definitely also a mental thing.
Oh my God, yeah. Even more so for most of it. Like sometimes when you see people at the gym, like what do you think they're thinking, like while they're running that mile or like lifting those super heavy weights? It's just like, I don't know, they're like releasing those endorphins and like just, it's a good outlet. And it, like you said, it changes people's lives, not just like their health, but their like whole entire life.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks so much for sharing. And I'm super proud of you for getting your PT certification. That's freaking awesome.
Thank you. It's been a long time in the coming.
Yeah, I'm sure you like know way more. You didn't even need to take the second interview. Be like, boss, I know what I'm doing.
He knows I know what I'm doing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Anybody else want to go?
Well, I guess I'm the last one, so I will share. I can't be the only one. So I signed up for Beachbody a little over a year ago, and my coach at the time, Katie, I did Shift Shop for the first time, and it was my first program that I actually completed. I have done programs and like maybe 5, 6, 7 days into it, I just stopped. And the accountability, I loved it. And so, Katie asked me if I wanted to be a coach, and I thought it would be pretty fun, and I liked what she was doing, so I helped her run a few groups. But I'm very slow with the business. I'm very shy about myself and putting myself out there, so I'm just kind of learning things and helping run groups when I can. I have a very busy work schedule. I'm actually, after this call, I have to do a couple hours of work before I can go to bed. So just trying to fit everything in, but I love the idea of being a stay-at-home mom one day and just getting myself healthy to have a baby. And so eventually that's what I would like to work towards, but it's very slow moving. So I'm just learning and taking it in, and I like cheering all of you guys on. So that's really kind of where I'm at right now. And inspiring people. I have this one friend, she's still on the fence, and it was kind of sucked because I told her all about things and she seemed really interested, and then she said she spent her money on something else. I'm like, oh, okay, well, but I guess that's the ups and downs. But she told me that I inspired her, and that felt really, really good because, I didn't really know what I was doing could really impact someone else. So, so just all of those good feelings, and eventually taking it to that next level.
That's awesome. Like, I love that. And that's the thing with this business. That's what's so beautiful about it. It's like everyone goes at their own pace. There's no one telling you, like, you got to hit this goal by this date. Like, no, like, you do you. And, like, I don't know. I love that about this business is there's no, like, there is structure, but there's not structure. Like, you take it at your own pace and you grow from it as you go. But thanks so much for sharing also. And you also inspired your boyfriend, right? Boyfriend?
Yeah.
He was doing Live 4 with you, isn't he?
Well, he started it and then he stopped. He got like about 3 weeks in, And then I work out in the morning and he works out at night. So it just wasn't working out. He was getting home at like 9:30 and not wanting to do it. And so,
But
yeah.
still, for those
Yeah.
3 weeks, you inspired him.
Yeah.
Little wins.
Start. Small steps, baby steps.
Yeah, exactly. All adds up. And that's another thing too, like in this business, I feel like unless you're one of those people that are just naturally super confident and like okay with recording yourself, like I definitely wasn't when I first started. I was like, oh my God, they're gonna see every piece of me, like I have a pimple, like I can't do this. But now like you just get so into it, you just like gain another level of confidence and you're just like, I feel like even if you don't feel super confident, you show up anyway. And like it actually, without you even realizing it, just by you showing up, like it builds your confidence without you even realizing it. Even though it might be out of your comfort zone, like you're like, okay, like I did that. That wasn't too bad. And then like the next day it just gets easier and easier and easier. And then eventually like you are that person that you were like kind of pretending to be. So it's like, I don't know. I can just go on and on about how much this has changed my life. But I will let you all go. I know you're probably all super tired, especially all of you on the East Coast. But thank you so much for hopping on and just sharing your whys. Let's take a really cute pic real quick. Oh my God, my phone's like, time to go to bed. Does anyone else have that like sleep thing on there?
You set your alarm.
Yeah, I did
We
it. I
talked
told you
about that.
I did it. Yeah. It's like I need to do this, but now I'm ignoring it, so it's not even doing anything. All right, let me raise the brightness real quick. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, guys, I look like a freaking tomato. You see my back? It's like super. My back's the worst. All right, well, thanks guys for hopping on, and I'll see you guys all have to hop on the mastermind call if you can. They are not recorded because they're like supposed to encourage you to hop on, and also just like hang out with us. They're so much fun. But thanks again, guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Have an awesome night.
Night.
Bye.